Hello and welcome back to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we are going to discuss one of the most interesting topics in Vedic and of course in all type of astrologies, but in Vedic Astrology too, retrograde Mercury. From the beginning of this year we start with retrograde Mercury. Mercury goes retrograde on 14th of January 2022 and it will be retrograde till 4th of February 2022. So according to Vedic astrology, which is different from Western astrology, if you want to know more about Vedic astrology, of course you can apply. I'm preparing online video course that you can learn more about astrology, Hindu astrology, what is the structure and everything, but I'll post another video for that. According to Vedic astrology, Mercury will be retrograde in Capricorn from January till February. And what is Capricorn? Capricorn is the original 10th house. It is fame, it is status. Capricorn is hardworking, structure, organization. It is ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is ambition. Capricorn is the karma. I mean, some kind of karma, some kind of karmic debt that you need to give to the world. And this is the 10th house. So Mercury feels, to be honest, feels good in Capricorn because Mercury is a friend of Saturn. They're from the same camp. You know, the planetary camps in Vedic astrology. We have Sun, Moon, Jupiter, and Mars. This is one of the camps, and the other is Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. So here Mercury feels really good. What is Mercury first before starting all the ascendants? Mercury is communication, traveling, information, education, business. Mercury is a planet of business. So when we have retrograde Mercury, there is chaos in communication. There are problems with electronic devices related to communication, problems with traveling, problems with data and information, and of course less profit in the business. So you have to be careful when you are dealing with your own business or you are signing contracts. Something is going to change during the time. Okay, so now we are going, of course it is very important to know that everything depends on your natal chart, and the effect of the retrograde planet, retrograde Mercury, depends entirely on your natal chart. Now we are going to discuss for all Ascendant and Moon signs, but you have to keep in mind that this is more general predictions, and if you want to know more about how this will reflect on your own personal life, you need to know your native chart or go to astrologer and they can help you and assist you. So let's start now. So for all people who have Aries moon or ascendant, retrograde Mercury will be in your 10th house. 10th house, as I said before, is a house of fame, status, work, promotions, CEOs, managements, everything related to success in career. Of course, career is one of the most important things. So here you can face some kind of issues, some kind of miscommunication in this field. So it is not the best time for Aries moon and Aries ascendant to ask for promotions, to change work, or to start a new position in your organization. And of course, 10th house is the image that you have in front of society, so you have to be careful what are you speaking and doing during this period. For all people who are Taurus, Moon and Ascendant, Mercury will be retrograde in your 9th house. 9th house is the house of father, house of belief, education, higher education, traveling. So here you can face a lot of problems with education. If you have exams, you have to be more careful. You have to be more careful with traveling. So it's better to organize everything related to vacations and traveling before 14th of January, because on 14th of January Mercury goes retrograde till 4th of February. So for all Gemini Moon and Ascendant, Mercury will be retrograde in your 8th house. 8th house is the house of death, rebirth, scandals, transformations, occult, science, psychology. So here there can be some communication in this field. Other people's money, so be very careful if you're working or you are handling other people's money, insurance, inheritance, and how you communicate with your in-laws, because 8th house controls the in-law of your spouse. I mean, the relatives of your spouse. So you have to be careful. There can be scandals with them, there can be scandals with your spouse too, because 8th house is the marriage life. So for all Cancer and Moon Ascendant, retrograde Mercury will be in your 7th house. Everybody knows what is 7th house. 7th house is marriage, partner, business partner. So here there can be some issues with the business, issues with your spouse, your family, your loved one, your boyfriend, girlfriend. So here you have to be more cautious about what you are saying, what are you doing. For Leo Moon and Ascendant, retrograde Mercury will be in your 6th house. 6th house is the house of health, enemies, work, routine, daily work. So here you have to be careful with your colleagues. You have to be careful what you are saying with them, what you are saying to them, what are you doing. It is not the best time to start a new diet, it is not the best time to start a new job or to sign new contracts. It's not the best time to go to court if you have some issues that you need lawyers and courts. It's not the best time, because there can be some miscommunication. If you go to a doctor, and it is good to go on a second time to a doctor, because there can be some miscommunication in the diagnosis, because 6th house is health too, and when Mercury is retrograde there, it can create some misunderstanding and misinformation and misleading information. For all Virgo and Moon Ascendant, oh, I need some coffee, I speak so much, sorry. For all Virgo and Moon Ascendant, retrograde Mercury will be in your 5th house. What is 5th house? 5th house is the house of children, investments, speculative business, government in some way. 5th house is the house of creativity, love and romance. So here you can face some chaos in communication with your children, with your dating. If you are dating someone, of course, it is not the best time to start new business in speculative business, in cryptocurrency, in trade market. I don't know what is the, I think it's the marketplace, yeah. You have to be careful how you express yourself. For all Libra Ascendant and Moon sign, Mercury will be retrograde in your 4th house, the house of mother, the house of motherland, the house of your house, of your vehicles, everything related to your house. So it is not the best time to buy a new place to live, to change your place of living. It is not the best time to buy car, lands. It is not the best time you can have issues with your mother, with communicating with your mother, so you have to be careful in these fields. For all Scorpio, Moon and Ascendant, retrograde Mercury will be in your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of communication, siblings and traveling, so definitely there can be some problems. Be careful how you communicate with your relatives, siblings. If you want to travel, prepare everything before 14th of January. And if you have your own business, there can be some problems, less profit, or some issues that you need to put effort in order to resolve the issue. For all Sagittarius, Moon and Ascendant sign, retrograde Mercury will be in your 2nd house. This is family. This is, of course, money, savings, resources. So be careful how you spend your money. Don't expend too much, don't spend too much money for things in this period. Be careful how you communicate with your family, and be careful what you are saying, because 2nd house is the house of speaking. So there you can say something that can irritate other people. For all Capricorn and Moon Ascendant, retrograde Mercury is over your Ascendant. So this is time to think back, to think of your life backwards, to fix the issues from the past and prepare for a new beginning. Don't do big changes now, especially if they are related in the fields of Mercury. Because when Mercury is retrograde over your ascendant, this means that it is time to prepare to fix old issues in order to start a new beginning. For all Ascendant and Moon in Aquarius, retrograde Mercury will be in your 12th house. Again, traveling, spirituality, was different cultures. Of course, 12th house is the house of endings, your unconscious mind, bad pleasure, hospitals. So here you can face issues. Be careful if you want to travel to foreign places. Be careful not to create some issues due to cultural differences, because sometimes when you are in abroad we have different cultures and sometimes you do something that is not appropriate according to other cultures. So be careful with this. There can be some, if you want to go abroad, maybe it is better to wait a little bit or to prepare everything before 14th of January. It is time to fix old issues and to put the end of the old traumas that you have. And the last Ascendant and Moon is Pisces. Retrograde Mercury will be in your 11th house, the house of income, friends, professional circles, big organizations, dreams, targets, followers if you are a YouTube star. So be careful what you are posting on YouTube on retrograde Mercury. This can create big scandals and big issues. Don't change the source of income at this point. You can think for new incomes, sources of income, but you can wait. Be careful how you communicate with your friends, because there can be some issues related to friends and professional circles. So this is my general prediction for retrograde Mercury, January 2022, 4th of February 2022. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Hey you beautiful YouTuber. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. I want you to invite you to become part of the family of astrology coaching by Anatoly, and together like a big online family, we're going to make our dreams come true. We're going to change our lives thanks to astrology and spiritual coaching. New videos are coming every week. This is just the beginning. So we are going to make our dreams come true, and like the lotus flower, we will rise from the mud of our pain and we will blossom in happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for watching and see you soon.